you think you have a limit. As soon as you touch this limit, something happens and you suddenly can go a little bit further. With your mind power, your determination, your instinct, and the experience as well, you can fly very high.
Hey, what's up guys? My name is Shaw.
My name's Richard.
Here at SSR Autobody, and we are here to introduce the beginning of a very, very special project to you guys. So we are going to be doing the world's first repainted color change Mclaren Senna. 1 of 500, man. So this one's really special.
Very, very special. Very blessed with this opportunity that we've been given. There was another shop that was actually given the opportunity, but they did not come through with the timeline that the customer needed. So he called us and we made it happen for him.
Yeah, so this is one of our very, very special customers. He's a really good friend of ours. So we wanted to do this special project for him and take every single necessary step to make sure that this car turns out absolutely to the absolute best of our abilities. We prepped our team. Richard has been prepping our team in the back to be ready for this car to come in, and we've also done a lot of other preparations in order to ensure that this car comes out perfect. Right now what we're going to do is we're going to talk to you guys about all the difficulties that we're going to face on this project in order to make sure that we come out with a perfect end result.
So to start this project, obviously it goes with that age-old saying, it's all about the prep. It's all about how you prepare for this project. So the first thing we did was, even though our booth is brand new, we still did a huge maintenance on the booth because this is not a small project. A lot of panels being painted on this car. So the first step was getting the booth fully ready, and that included a full maintenance, replacing of all the filters in the booth, full cleaning up and down walls, pressure washed, everything.
So just so you guys know, a paint booth like this does require an annual service, and as he mentioned, our paint booth is very, very fairly new. Top of the line, state of the art paint booth that we have here in our shop is something that we wanted to further prep to make sure that this car gets an absolute, as close to perfect as possible paint job that we possibly can do. Alright guys, so this project was actually presented to us, like I mentioned, by one of our very good friends. He actually had the vehicle wrapped elsewhere into a satin black, but he really wasn't happy with the end results that came out of that wrap job. So he's a very particular person. Obviously in this case he's driving a McLaren Senna. We knew what kind of standards he was expecting for this paint to come out like, right? So he had a MSO volcano yellow Senna to start with, and he wanted to repaint it to a fire black. You guys will see a lot of clips of the car actually in fire black in the gloss finish before the PPF, the paint protection film, the XPEL stealth film actually went on the panels of the car.
Once we got the car in the shop, first step was taking everything apart, which is the fun part. So basically what we did was we started with the front end of the car. Obviously there's a lot of hardware in this car, so the important thing was categorizing everything that we're taking apart and making sure everything is staying organized. That's a big part of this project, is organization. So we want to make sure that the parts that we're painting go in one area and the other parts that we're not painting, such as the carbon, go in another area for storage, for safekeeping. I just want to give you guys an update on the Senna. We're getting this vehicle ready for paint right now. So I just want to kind of go over the small little details, the things that we're taking into account to make sure this car gets done properly. As you can see, this vehicle is equipped with industrial style Velcro on how this vehicle gets reassembled. So what we're going to be doing is removing this Velcro to ensure that we get the paint all the way in this jam, so to ensure that it's just done properly. If anybody ever takes this car apart ever again, they're gonna see that the shop that worked on it did it right. You can see over here, we've got a similar thing going on with these felt strips. What this is here for is to eliminate vibration and ravels and stuff like that. So what we're gonna be doing is removing this felt and properly painting these panels so we can get our paint in the proper jams that we need it to be. We're going to be custom cutting all those pieces out. We're ordering those directly from Mclaren so we can get these pieces exactly like the factory when we reassemble this car. Also, one thing I want you guys to note is that we remove the door panel glass. So we remove this glass to ensure we get the paint and the prep all the way in this jam in this area. So again, we're painting this car 100% proper to do this right so we have a good end result for our client.
Alright guys, so this customer specifically was requesting the Fire Black, which is a very special black that happens to have a special flake in it as well. As you can imagine, Mclaren does not release these paint codes because they are proprietary information. So therefore, we had to use our resources and our network in order to figure out the exact mix that we needed to get the color that we were looking for. So we were able to get that mix done, and then what we did was we actually did a bunch of test spray outs for the customer so that he could come take a look and actually make sure that that was the exact color that he was wanting on his vehicle. Given that we use the absolute latest technology that Sikkens has to offer for their paint mixing system, we were able to use the formula directly from Mclaren to give him the exact color he was looking for. So because this is a 1 out of 500 car like I mentioned before, we wanted to make sure that when we repaint the car, you can't tell at all this car has been painted by an aftermarket company. We wanted it to look like it came from Mclaren, if not better. What we did to ensure that is we back taped all the carbon fiber on the whole car to make sure that we end the lines exactly where the factory ended them, so that when anyone even takes apart the entire car, will not be able to tell that this car has ever been repainted.
So obviously when we're shooting in non-factory conditions, there's going to be some level of contaminants in the air. So what we do to achieve the good flat finish on the clear coat and also remove any contaminants that are left over from our non-OEM environment, we do a color sand and polish to get the perfect finish on this vehicle.
Alright, so obviously this customer, as I mentioned, does track his car, so we wanted to make sure that we protect his investment. So what we told him was, instead of doing a matte paint job, we guided him in the direction of doing a gloss paint job, which would be a lot easier to replicate in the future if he ever wanted to repaint a panel in case he scratches it, and also because it's a lot easier to take care of it for the long run. Additionally, with the Stealth XPEL PPF that we did on the car, if he ever does scrape or scratch a panel, all you have to do is replace just that one panel and it'll look exactly like the rest of the car. Not to mention, if he ever wanted to remove the XPEL Stealth PPF, he can remove it off the whole car and have a completely new look to his car. So we guided him in the direction of doing a regular traditional gloss paint job on the car and then doing an XPEL Stealth Clear Bra on top. The benefits of doing XPEL Stealth Clear Bra as opposed to the paint is that the XPEL Stealth Clear Bra is a lot more resilient and will last 10 years on this car, which is a lot longer than what most matte paint jobs would last on a car like this, especially when it's being driven as hard as this one is. With that said, we were able to partner up with our local sistering shop, Electric Auto Films, which specializes in PPF, window tint, and ceramic coating, and they were able to turn this car around for us in just 2 days, which is way faster than you'll ever get and way faster than the industry standard.
The final reassembly process on this vehicle, there was obviously some hurdles tackling the PPF, a lot of different parts in the way, such as the active carbon spoiler, the mirror fairings on the side of the doors that we opted to leave off for part of the PPF process so we could get our material tucked and laid down how we wanted it to achieve the finish that we wanted and the quality that we were looking to achieve. And then once we got that done, we were able to do the final reassembly and move on to our final quality check of the vehicle.
So generally a project like this would take anywhere from 2 to 3 months to complete for any normal industry standard. However, this customer was obviously in a rush and we wanted to help him out as best as we can. So we were able to complete this project for him within a period of just 4 weeks. That is not normal. That is not what most shops are able to do. We obviously work tirelessly to get this end result for our customer because we care about our customer. We wanted him to be happy. We wanted him to have an as close to perfect end result as possible, and that's exactly what we delivered for him. Just in case you didn't know, here at SSR Autobody, we do specialize in high-end European exotic vehicles. So if you have a Ferrari, Lamborghini, Porsche, BMW, Mercedes, Audi, so on and so forth, please give us a call. We can make the exact same results that we were able to create for this McLaren Senna that you're gonna see at the very end of this video for you as well. Call us at 800-438-2808. Again, 800-438-2808. Give us a call. We'll be more than happy to discuss. Richard here will be more than happy to discuss with you your options for the project that you're looking to get done. We are not your average body shop. We will get your project done at a 5-star quality. We'll deliver your project on a promised timeline with the best quality that the industry has to offer. So thank you very much for tuning into this video. We hope that you enjoyed our explanation on the very intricate process that we had to go through for this McLaren Senna.
Thanks again for watching, guys. Once again, my name was Richard.
And my name is Shaw here at SSR Autobody. And we're really looking forward to seeing you guys soon and helping you with your future exotic European vehicle project.